We kicked off this trip to Poland with a visit to Krakow, a city people have been telling us to visit for years, and now we know why. Krakow in the summertime was wonderful. We spent our time enjoying castle views by the riverside, exploring neighborhoods covered in street art, eating some of the best pierogi of our lives, and also discovering what we think may be the best ice cream in the whole country. The following is our travel guide to some of the best things to do in Krakow. Alright, time for our very first castle. We're heading to Wawel Castle.
Yeah, and we didn't leave ourselves a lot of time. It is almost 4:15. Apparently this closes at 5, so we've got to hustle to get there. We're about a 5-minute walk away. Wawel Castle is Krakow's crowning jewel, and for centuries it was the residence of the kings of Poland. The cool thing about this castle is that you can see a mix of medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque architecture all in one place.
So not only have we chosen to visit the castle right before it closes, but it would also appear we chose a day when they have a special event. So half of it is blocked off. Womp womp.
Womp womp. Story of our lives.
But I mean, what we have seen is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, the architecture is stunning, so we have enjoyed it.
And it was incredible. To be honest, we were going to go visit it earlier in the morning, but the weather was really bad, but the sun's come out. So our mood has improved, and we're happy to have seen what we've been able to see.
Another thing we really enjoyed in Krakow was strolling the banks of the Vistula River right around sunset. For starters, you get some pretty great views of the castle walls, plus it's also a popular spot with bikers and joggers.
And while you're down by the Vistula, you can also hop aboard one of the many boats for a river cruise. So, after a long day of sightseeing, this is going to be the perfect way to, well, rest our legs, to unwind, and to experience sunset as we take a nice little river cruise.
Ooh, show us the river cruise motion again.
Nice.
That's how the river cruise goes.
Just like that. It's an adventure.
Alright, let's simmer down. So we're currently doing the 30-minute boat ride down the Vistula River, but you can also do longer tours. They have booze cruises and they also have floating restaurants. So yeah, lots of options here. While in the city, we also had to walk the royal route, which was once the historic coronation path of Polish kings. The route starts in the north end of the old town and runs its course all the way to Wawel Castle. You'll notice lots of horse carriage rides on offer and some beautiful architecture along the way. Next up, there's St. Mary's Basilica. You do have to pay an admission fee to enter, but there are two very good reasons to do so. The first is the ceiling, which is painted to resemble the midnight sky, and the second is the altar of Stos, the largest Gothic altarpiece in the world and also one of Poland's national treasures.
After visiting the Basilica, we spent a bit of time walking the main square, which just so happens to be Europe's largest medieval town square. We were there on a weekend, so the place was buzzing. There were lots of performers scattered around, but the Bubble Busker had the biggest crowd by far. Continuing our journey north, we then reached St. Florian's Gate and the Barbican, two iconic sites in the old town.
And while you're in the area, you can also walk around Planty Park, which wraps around the old town where the medieval fortifications once stood. Leaving the old town behind, we also made time to visit Kazimierz, which turned out to be a really artsy neighborhood with bold splashes of street art. Here you'll also find the Ethnographic Museum, which focuses on Polish folk culture but also looks at cultures across Europe and the world. Sam's at it with the camera, filming, taking photos. How are you liking it?
It's awesome. Street art is one of the coolest surprises whenever you go to a city. And if a city has really tasteful and exciting street art, then tasteful, then I'm going to be filming it for sure. After enjoying a bit of street art, we found Moment, a cozy little cafe serving up traditional Polish breakfast, so we ordered exactly that. And if early mornings aren't really your thing, you'll be glad to hear that Kazimierz really comes to life at night. The streets are lined with bars, bistros, and restaurants, and on a summer's night, it feels like the whole city gathers here.
He's drinking Żywiec. Cheers to you. Alright, are you gonna have a sip or not? Now, speaking of food, we sampled some of the best pierogi of our lives at Pierogarnia, located at 44 Krakowska. It's a small restaurant with only 6 tables, but we have nothing but praise for this place.
I have been waiting for this pierogi, these Polish dumplings. Like, I think out of all the dumplings I've had around the world, these are some of my favorite. These are just so good. I'm cutting it in half here. Oh my gosh, there's so much filling. Anyways, these are stuffed, so let's try it.
Ooh la la. What do you think?
So good.
This is the second savory plate of pierogi. This is the one that has mushrooms, feta, and walnuts. Check that out.
I know, that's
So
awesome.
yeah, I'm going in.
Go in.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
This is like earthy and so rich.
Wonder bar. But now let's hop on a tram and take you south of the Vistula. Few visitors make it here and the place definitely has more of a local vibe, but we found a handful of gems we want to share.
So we have to talk about ice cream in Poland because seriously, it's amazing.
It is. And it is not called ice cream, it is called lodi.
Lodi. We don't know a lot of Polish, but that's the one word we do know.
That is a word that we picked up very well, especially in Krakow, because my gosh, they have like a hidden gem of really good ice cream. I didn't know there was great ice cream in Poland.
Yeah.
There sure is. And this is one of our favorite places. It's like just around the corner from where we're staying. So we're gonna take you in and we're gonna get some awesome ice cream and show you what it's all about.
All right, let's go in.
This place is called Emil Kreci Lodi and we made it a regular part of our days in Krakow. When you find ice cream this good, you have to enjoy it while you can.
All right, guys, allow us to introduce you to the most beautiful ice creams
Look at that.
you have ever seen.
Alright, so mammoth waffle cone,
Yeah.
pistachio ice cream, Coco's ice cream, which is coconut,
Yeah.
and Nutella at the bottom.
OMG.
Oh my gosh, that is a very eclectic arrangement of flavors.
And I
It's
should
really good.
share my flavors.
What did you get?
Mine were strawberry, mango, and coconut. The mango is hidden.
So this is my first time to try this pistachio, but I've had the coconut, the Cocos.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. It has real chunks of shredded coconut, like
Yeah.
not just a little bit, but like mostly. More than even ice cream.
Yeah. Like we were eating ice cream here yesterday and we were basically just moaning in the restaurant.
First trying to try the pistachio, it's so good. And this place is packed, like, and for good reason.
Yeah.
There's a big lineup, and most of the tables are full, so.
You're wasting ice cream.
I'm dripping it. The other thing that I should mention too is the ice cream here is really affordable. Like it's super
Oh
cheap.
yeah.
€1 or $2 gets you something basically like this, like a massive stack of ice cream and a waffle. So, yeah.
To the Kraków Mound we go. And that's right in front of us. Whoop. So the big hill behind me can only mean one thing. We have made it to the Kraków Mound. And Sam is already up top there somewhere. Anyways, this is believed to be the final resting place of the legendary founder of the city, King Krakus. But from everything I've read online, this is all legend. This hasn't actually been proven, so yeah, this hill could be anything, but for now, let's go climb it. Made it to the top!
I'm the king of the castle. Well, not really.
No, that would be King Krakus.
I'm the king of this mound for the moment. We're the only people up here.
Another famous Krakow attraction is Schindler's Factory. Oskar Schindler is responsible for saving the lives of over 1,200 Polish Jews during the Holocaust by employing them at his factory. The former factory now houses the Museum of Contemporary Art and a branch of the Historical Museum of the city of Krakow. If you only have time for one museum in the city, I would suggest this one. And while we were in the area, we also visited the parish of St. Joseph, which caught our attention when walking around our neighborhood. This is a Catholic church done in the Gothic Revival style, and it's worth a peek if you're already in the area. So we are currently at Park Bednarskiego, which is like right outside our apartment.
Bednarskiego, that's a pretty long word, I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right outside our apartment, and yesterday was scorching hot, but today's a bit more overcast and cool, and we're just going for a little walk in the woods here.
Walk in the woods like Bill Bryson himself.
So comfortable, there's not really that many people out. It is a weekday,
No.
just a few kids and families out playing. And yeah, this is just something that we like to do in cities. Like if we can find a bit of a green escape, we'll take it. Lastly, if you need to do a bit of shopping or you get a rainy day, there's Galeria Krakowska, a big mall located right by the main train station. Not exactly a tourist attraction, but it's one way to keep dry. And that's it for our visit to Krakow. We hope this video gave you a few ideas of things to do around the city. As always, if you have any other places to add to this list or any tips for fellow travelers, feel free to share those in the comments below. Until next time, and happy travels.